So my favorite race of the year was Dayton, Ohio. You know, Ed Hearn always does a great job of putting that on, and you know, it's always, you know, normally at races you know, if somebody's out in the lead, you just kind of, you know, keep working. But since there's records on the line, it's like, you know, you keep watching. You're like, man, that guy's in the lead. Is he, you know, is he going to get it or not? So that's probably my favorite race site. And then my favorite memory was probably in my D-Stock Hydro race, and I was probably sitting in about third or fourth. And I decided to go to the outside because I thought they were going straight to the pin too hard, and then ducked under about 3 or 4 of them and got the win in the last turn. And favorite competitor was probably VanOver. Of course, when I was a kid, you know, I remember my first accident, and he was the one holding my hand when I was bleeding and everything. I was a little kid, and you know, that's kind of scary at first. And it was my first wreck, and my first wreck I went to the hospital, and you know, he was there with me through the whole time. So it was good. Now it's good now to, you know, compete, you know, head to head with him, you know. It'd probably be my grandfather. You know, of course, he's my one that adopted me and took me in the family, even though I'm not even blood related. So if it wasn't for him, then, you know, I probably would be in some ditch somewhere maybe. I do look up to Rick Miller. That's kind of the guy in the boat racing I've looked up to since I was a kid, and tried to learn the most I can from him about, you know, life in general and racing. You know, that's kind of always been the guy that, you know, that if he says something, it's pretty much, it's always true, you know, and that's what you need to do if you want to win.
There was a lot of great races out there. Constantine for the Mod Nationals has to be up there. That's when I won my Nationals, and that's when I knew that I had a chance to get in the Hall. My favorite competitor, well, there's multiple people. The first one that comes to mind is Jason Dirksen. He's always been there since I started 500 runabout, and he's always been top-notch, top competitor, always right there. Definitely Jerry Davids. He gave me everything, prop, motor, boat, just literally everything I needed. I have to say my dad. You know, he's the one who got me started in racing, and he's always told me stories of how he used to race, and like I never watched him race just because I was young and there wasn't any video cameras back then, so.
It was probably, my favorite race would probably be, it's a tie. 500 mod hydro, we've been working really, really hard to win the nationals in that class, and we've had it robbed from us a few times, and my owner really wanted to win that class, so that was really cool. That was my main goal going to the nationals. And winning 1100 runabout was cool. I had Kelsey Bennett deck riding with me, and it was a really tough, hard-fought race. This is my 3rd year, my 4th induction. It's special to get inducted in 2 different categories because it's not a normal thing. I'm only the 4th person ever to do it. I'm pretty sure I'm the 1st person since the mid-90s. My favorite competitor to race against was probably John Peeters. He stepped up into the pro division this year, into the 700, 1100 runabout, and we had some very tough, hard-fought battles. My next favorite would probably be Wyman Boatwright, who was the Mod Rookie of the Year. Me and him had some battles. We had a couple heats where we were deck to deck for 3 laps. The one person I would not be here without both the owners of both my teams, Mike Thurlby and Cliff Johnson. I know that's two people, but they put me in such an easy position to go do a good job. They make my job so easy. I would not be here with either one of them for sure. The person I look up to the most always will be my dad. I mean, he was the standard in modified outboard for such a long time, and the fact now that people put me in the same conversation as him is just an honor for me.
Favorite race for this year, I love straightaway records. I love kilos, circle records. So Lawrence, Orville, D-Lake was fantastic too. I just love everybody trying for their best to go as fast as they possibly can. So for me, nothing really stood out as amazing. Constantine was a really cool race as well, but I just love that need for speed. Yeah, it was a good time. I tell you, probably the hardest competitor, there's two of them. Kira Marquardt and ASOC Hydro was so hard to beat. And it was really hard. I got around her one time and set a record that heat. The other one was Austin VanOver.
I heard you guys had a pretty good race.
We did, multiple times. It was a great time. So we had, he got some heats, I got some heats, and we took liberties of taking it tight, and it worked out really well for both of us. He obviously won. He beat me every heat except one. So, no 2, no 3, but he won overall. So it'll be my turn maybe next year. Yeah, maybe. Person I would not be here without would be Pops. Yeah, Grandpa or Papa. Yeah, so Dad. He definitely is the one who I wouldn't be here without. That's for sure. Racing hero I look up to most, Bob Warninger is definitely one of them. As much as a thorn in the side he is, that's probably why I look up to him so much. Another one would be Jimmy Oberto. He's an old school racer, hasn't really raced and he's kind of stepped away from the sport for a little bit, but he's taught me quite a bit about what a race is, how to prepare, how to get things set, how to go fast. I think it was 7, 8, or 9. I'm not sure. It was a handful. It was less than 10, but it was a handful. Yeah. The next one.
The next one. Is that the Bob Wardinger answer?
That is 100% the Bob Wardinger answer. The favorite record, the 1.25 miles in the 700 runabout, was pretty cool because we were going the whole time, and after I passed the start-finish line, I let off the throttle, and I almost blew over then. So that really freshened me up to get back into the pits. Yeah, so that's a good record there. This year we got to 50.
All right.
5-0. So this is our half-century mark this year.
Very cool. You're well on your way to surpassing Bob Wardinger.
I don't know. He keeps on setting them, so we got a problem there. Yeah.